Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Friday. Man, weekend's almost here. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well. I'm doing good. Got nothing to complain about. It's been a busy week again. Keeping myself busy, which has been nice. Been dealing with a bunch of weirdness, but you know, that's kind of part of the course. First thing we're going to do, reset the day, because I don't want to play at nighttime. I don't feel the need to have to do that. This game is rough enough as it is. I don't need to suffer through that. But we'll talk to a couple fools before we do anything else. Maybe we need to get some more loot information. You never know. We're good? Come on, give me something. Yeah, I haven't found it yet. Okay, we're going to go in. We're pay the $10 dues. So yeah, everything has been going well. Monday was a fun day. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Did all of my shopping and, well, I didn't do any shopping. I did all of my laundry and everything. Did more on Tuesday. Or, sorry, did I do that? I can't remember what day. Monday or Tuesday? Whatever day, yeah. Monday I did that, and then Tuesday went out and did more. Holy crap, I can't tell you what day it is. It's getting worse the longer this goes on. Yeah, because today is Thursday when I'm recording this, so that's where my brain is. Yeah, but things are good. Been running around doing a whole bunch of stuff, keep myself busy, keep myself occupied. You know, it's been decent. I got nothing to complain about. Looking what we have, we got a couple of things that popped up for us. I thought we were going to go up in this way, but do I have anything in that area? It looks like we're taking a walk, no matter what I do. Yeah, what the hell? We're going to be heading west. West is the direction we seem to be heading on more often than not. So that's what we're going to do today. But yeah, I'm still waiting to get the computer from work. Talk with my boss. Everything is in the works. It's just a matter of there's been some issues with phones. Working from home, so they're getting an update on the tools that we're using. So they're just kind of waiting to make sure that works before I get to go ahead to pop in and pick up my computer. But everything's been approved, so it's just a matter of going in and doing it. Which will be good. Been taking walks. I've been trying to do every day. Ended up taking them every other day this week. So it's still good. Getting a lot of exercise. The reason that I haven't been doing every day is I've been kind of waiting to hear back from work to see if I was to go in and pick up the computer. And if that was the case, then, you know, I wasn't going to worry about, you know, taking a walk that day, because I'm going to be walking for about an hour and a half to get to work and that. So, I've been keeping myself busy and stuff. After 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I've been doing stuff, you know, taking my walks in the evenings, and I've been enjoying that a lot more than the morning walk. Unfortunately, tomorrow, or today for you guys, I have to go and do an early morning walk. I got to get some stuff, run out of coffee, so my morning ritual will have to change, because I even though it's decaf, I need my coffee in the morning. It's a sad state of affairs that I need to have that burnt burnt bean juice, but it's delightful and I love it, and you know, it's what I need to get through my morning. I've been yeah, let's talk about the DJ thing. I'm gonna get that off my chest. Twitch, apparently, from what I understand, is that mostly everything is going after the clips. So all my clips have been taken down. I took down all my VODs. Everything for my DJ stuff has been taken down. Wednesday I did DJ. I still did it. Just that after I was done, I deleted the VOD. And here's the thing. It's more, I do that more of a thing for like folks who want to come in and hang out and chat and talk music and talk, just to ramble while I'm playing music. Because I've got time, so I can actually, you know, get in the chat and yak away. And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And so I don't want to stop it at all. So I did it on Wednesday. Didn't run into any issues. As soon as I was done, I deleted the VOD and away I go. Everything's fine. My understanding is that Amazon's looking at trying to find a solution. If they do, great. If they don't, whatever. If it ends up that I end up getting, an issue from it, then I have another idea that I will do. And I have to test to see if it's possible, but right now you can kind of stream over on Discord. You can stream to a group type of thing, so I'll look into that. But it's like, I'm not too sure how it will work, but I'm not too worried about it either, so it's like, we'll see. But the thing is I really enjoy the streams. It's been a lot of fun for me to doing the DJ thing. I don't want to give it up. So even if the whole Twitch thing falls apart, I'm going to find something else to do with it, because I'm enjoying it. It's something that I've done for years, and I enjoy doing. I'm not great at it, but I enjoy it. I've got a music library in my brain that it's God. I was raised listening to music. My mom, like as a kid, I was listening to Motown. 5 years old, dance around in my family room, these great big huge headphones on, listening to Motown, because it was music that my mom loved it and I love it, still do to this day. So yeah, I enjoy just goofing off. I'll pop in from alternative to heavy metal to disco. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's not a matter of mixing genres and trying new things. It's just like, if it's music I like, I'm going to find a way to play it. If I get a bee in my bonnet, I do it. And it's random and it's fun and it clears my brain. And these days it's something that's very important for me to do. So yeah, I'm going to maintain and try to keep finding a way to do it. So that's my little bit on that. Things over here on YouTube, fine. I got no issues. Funny, I mentioned the other day that seemed like my channel had stabilized. Apparently, that was the call for a lot of folks to leave. So I've lost like 10 or 15 subscribers in a matter of a couple of days after me posting that. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I needed to do. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter to me. Even if I only had one person watching my videos, I'd be happy. It's cool. You guys seem to like what I do. Those of you that stick around and watch, it's cool. I'm not for everybody. I get that. I'm an acquired taste. But I just do this because I enjoy it, and that's ample enough for me. Is that a thing? Every time I see this stuff, I'm like, is that something I need to worry about? So let's check and see. I doubt it, but it's always worth checking. Nope. Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, that's delightful, Rivet. Yeah, can I craft up any potions? I can. Got 13. We'll make some. Feeling gonna need some. I saw some dudes over there off in the corner. I was gonna make sure I got some stuff taken care of for them. I don't know what they are, but they look like they're all fancy. Oh yeah, we will be saying no to that. No, we're good. The weather, it's been fun. Over 30 degrees. That's been a treat. Not been too bad when I've been going out, but during the day it can be pretty brutal. Allergies suck. That's actually the reason that I'm leaving to get stuff in the morning is not just coffee, but I'm on my last bit of my allergy meds. So I need to get another sleeve of those, which is really weird. I take like a no-name brand version of Claritin. I've been using it for years. No issues with it. It works. For whatever reason, in the States, I get a bottle, 200 plus of them, and $20. Canada, I can get 60 of them for more money. I'm like, what the hell? Why? I don't know what the rules are. Rules are probably different here in Canada than they are. I know, like Aleve, pain med that I can actually take. I can get that in the States, no problem. Here, it's behind the counter ish. Like I don't have to get a prescription for it, but I do have to show ID for it. So, again, rules and regulations and things are different in each countries. But, if it's like the only thing I take offense is that same store I'm buying the allergy meds on. They're over the counter. They're nothing special. I can get them without a problem. Same company. I go to Walmart. I'm not gonna lie. It's easy enough to say. I shop at Walmart for my meds, and it's cheaper there. Always has been, always will be. And when it comes to that stuff, I am going to find the cheapest route because I don't like spending a lot of money on this stuff. It's just how I am. I'm sure a lot of people are the same way. But yeah, I don't understand why. I can spend the same, if not a little bit more money on 60 pills as I would in the States for 200. And that just kind of seems silly to me. Now, if it was just that all pills were that like that, and you couldn't get any of them in large bottles, then fine. But I can get a different kind of allergy medication that doesn't work for me, by the way, for less money and a big bottle. And I'm like, well, that just kind of sucks. We're going to take this place on. I had to go to the you guys know what I'm doing. Oh, hi. Well, hiccups. I just had dinner, and it was delightful. Had a live stream this evening. Warren and I were hanging out and just goofing off, and he's like, hey, you want to do something? I'm like, yeah, let's try something. Played Astroneer for 2.5 hours or so. It was delightful. Haven't played it in a while. It's been a bit. Started a brand new world, so we're just doing the grind to getting things started. It seems so far good. They have made some updates. Nothing that was massive or anything. So it was, there was no huge changes that I've seen so far, but we decided to give it a shot, and it was good. It was fun. I enjoyed everything about it. So yeah, pretty much come to the conclusion that I'm going to keep VODs and things from Twitch over there. I don't really see a whole lot of reason to cut them up in episodes and stuff and bring them over. I'm okay. If I need something, I'll transfer it over, but I'm really good with it anyway. I just need shoulder pads, and then we're good. But yeah, that's done. I was going to jump off and fly, but we don't have a hang glider, so that would be stupid. So yeah, I still have to go back and finish Duke Nukem Forever. Hopefully I'll do that. I might do that today. I don't know yet. When you're watching this today. We'll see. See how it comes along. It's a little bit frustrating of a game, but it's fun enough. There was a bundle that came up on itch.io. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Pay up to $5 or $5 or more US, and you get access to a boatload of games. As of right now, there's over 1,600 games in the bundle. When I picked it up, it was just over 1,000. I picked it up a couple days ago. Now, these are not AAA games or anything, but these are all small, independent games by developers that are working hard to do what they can. A lot of interesting and I like small games because the developers usually are thinking outside the box, and so they're looking for something different. A lot of RPGs in there. A lot of like the Game Boy kind of RPGs or the JRPGs, that kind of stuff. There's a bunch of those, but it's just an interesting collection of games. I will never be able to go through all of them. Like, there's no way I'll be able to get through all of it. There's even like assets for making games. It's like one of the most insane bundles I've ever seen in my life. It's like almost $10,000 worth of software for $5. And it's it's for Black Lives Matter type of thing. They are raising money going to 2 different charities, from my understanding, and it's just the developers have given the money in, like given their games access. It's like they're not making a penny off of this. Fully supporting that. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. I'm a fan of when people want to affect change. And here's the thing: these developers are all artists. I am a fan. I will support that. I've always said, I'm a huge supporter of creativity and independence and stuff like that, and I'm like a fan of it. Now that I've gotten access to this, I know what's going to happen is that I will be paying attention to these developers and to this platform as well, going forward, to see if there's, I'm going to find a gem. I know I'm going to find a game that's in there that's just going to speak to me in some way, shape, or form, and then it's going to end up here on the channel. I'm going to try to bring a bunch of them over. I'm really intrigued by it. I'm not joking or lying. There's a whole bunch of little, tiny one-off kind of things or a little series kind of games that we can play. And I just want to get into them. Again, I just want to support what I think is a really good cause and and a really good idea as far as I'm concerned. We need to make a bunch of changes. For years, it's been shitty, and I'm not a fan of the status quo. And as far as I'm concerned, that the change needs to be done immediately. I've been happy to hear that there's been a bunch of it happening. Bits and pieces are happening through, and that makes me happy. But it's just the tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot more that needs to happen. And I'm just hopeful that that folks will be able to find a solution for this. I'm hoping that we can. I have don't have tons of faith in humanity, but I've got some. I think in general people are good. I don't think anybody who truly wishes to be evil or to be malicious or anything like that. It's sad when it happens. Hatred is a brutal thing, and it happens for all different types of reasons. None of them are necessarily valid as far as I'm concerned. I try not to hate anybody I can not like. That's fine. I don't get along with an ideal, or I don't get along with the personality. Gotcha. We all have those kind of things, but I don't hate anybody. I can hate the thoughts, the ideals. There's a whole bunch of things that I won't stand for, and I think that's fine. But again, I'm not going to, stop others from trying to have a viewpoint either. There's going to be a few things that I will put my foot down. Not a fan of taking, like controlling people or like a fascism. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of torturing and harming people. That stuff will never float with me. Again, my ideals. It's how I am. I am a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in hurting. It's just me. I would rather talk to a person and try to find a solution out of a situation than to actually raise my fists. I've had to, but I've only done that as a defense mechanism. I've never gone after somebody with my fist raised my entire life. And I don't know if that's good, but it's just who I am. It's not trying to get pat myself on the back. There's been a multitude of situations where I wish that I could have gotten out of it without getting hurt, but sometimes you get caught unaware, and that it sucks. Why? I grabbed a boat, not the hang glider, you dumbass. You can't fly with a boat. Dear God, you would think that I was an idiot, but and you'd be right. You'd be right. Oh my God, you're bad. You're a bad little frog. I was trying to say hello, and you don't want to say anything. Okay, I gotta take a potion because you're just a jerk. Okay, you're gonna get wrecked, my man. He had nothing. He had a whole lot of nothing going on. Do you wonder what we're doing? I've been collecting things, obviously. I saw the mana pump here, so I thought, sure, let's go do it. I don't know if we're going. Hopefully, it's not a brutal one, because I don't know if there's any life shrines handy. I would hope that there would be, because these things can be a bit brutal. I wish I had my my hang glider, because that makes these a lot easier. You can fly in to wreck things. It's a beautiful looking vista. I like it. Let's see what we got on our map. So, not a damn thing. I don't see one. But it's hard to see because, again, they're like there could be something right there, right? So let's go and check. Go down and check it out. I doubt there will be anything here, but we'll. Nope. The rock I saw. That, whatever it was just that. Yeah. I've been really sad for the last little while. And it all stems from everything. It's just how the life and things are happening in the world. It just seems this year has been a dumpster fire that never seems to want to go out. And it's gut-wrenching and promising and like all the things at the same time. And I just been like, I've been in shock more than anything of the callous acts that I've seen. And I'm not just talking about the current things that are happening with the in the States. I'm talking just the callous acts even of with the pandemic. You know, people not paying attention to, you know, trying to be safe. You know, like I said the other day, I went out and the number of people without any gear on. And again, this is a city that is the hot spot for Canada. We should be on, like, we should be paying a lot more attention than that. And it saddened me to go out and to witness that. And I was just like, you know, and just kind of made me feel, it's like, you know, here I am doing everything I can to make sure that I'm not part of the problem. I'm isolating myself. When I do go out, I wear a mask. I wash my hands. I'm very conscientious about that whole process. You know, so it just saddens me that somebody can just care that little about others and themselves. That it boggled my brain. Like, it just completely boggles my brain. I don't understand it. Like, there's none of it that makes any sense to me. You know, I don't understand it. I can't. Again, I'm too conscientious of other folks, and like I don't know. Being a hippie sucks some days. You know, I just want the best for folks. I just want everyone to, you know, to get along and be happy, and like I want life to feel the same. Like I want every day to feel like I do when I listen to a really good song. Like when I hear that one song that makes me want to dance and move. And, you know, just kind of takes me away from everything. Like, I want that feeling every day for everybody. Like, it's a simple concept. Like, it's just, you know, and that's why I like to DJ more than anything, is because of the fact, like, music, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most important things that we have. It's one of the most amazing arts that we can use. And, like, I'm endlessly jealous that I wish I could play an instrument. I wish I was musically inclined, you know, more so than I am, but I'm not, you know. And so the folks that can make music and that can actually, you know, give that emotion, oh man, so good. But like I was saying, it's like, that's just what I want for everybody all the time. You know, it's not a complicated thing, you know. Just, I don't know. Am I an idealist for wanting that for folks? I guess. But, you know, I've always gone through the philosophy for myself is that life should be lived. You know, every day should be cherished. And, like, it's an amazing thing that we have. Like, like, anytime I've walked through nature, always floored and amazed with how beautiful things are. Just a simple thing of, like a sense of calm you get when you walk by a river. You know, and it's just like that, the babbling sound. I don't know anybody that doesn't get affected by that sound of water. You know, and it just calms. You know, when you're out in nature, it just calms you. You know, and it's amazing that we have this life that we have, and you know, and we live on this planet the way that we do. You know, I wish that more people would, you know, adore it and love it. But you know, what I was getting back to is like living life every day. You know, too many people in my age have given up on living. Like, it's just they've gone, you know, oh, I'm middle-aged. You know, got to look forward to retirement. And I'm like, I'm 51, going to be 52 this year. Actually, in a month and a half. Dear God, I'm going to be 52 years old. But, you know, I don't live life, you know, as like complicated. Like, life is simple. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I don't get I don't get it. Like, I've never understood this whole drive of folks to own everything and to, you know, drive the nice car and live in the big house. I'm like, whatever, you know. I like living in an apartment. I enjoy living in small towns. When I had a house, I loved it. You know, it was fine. But, you know, when we got the house, like my ex-wife and I, we bought, it was a 150-year-old house. And we paid like 50 grand for it, Canadian, on a half acre of land. And it was ideal for us at the time. You know, we didn't need, you know, the fancy $2 million home or anything like that. That never crossed my mind. Never has, never will. You know, even if I, you know, something that I do takes off, you know, if I start my travel and a food channel or whatever it is, and, you know, and that ends up taking off and I become, you know, an entity where I get a monthly income out of that, then that'd be phenomenal to have. But my lifestyle is not going to change. Like, I'm not going to change who I am for any of that. We're going to do one here and one there. We got rings, so that's good. Got leftovers, shoulder armor. Blue is better than that, yeah. That's good. Yeah. Ta-da! That was good. Well, Mavis house? Northeast. That's why not. We'll see. I've got a couple minutes to go. We should be able to do it. We'll be a little bit over today, but it's okay. I'm doing pretty good with that. I like it. Yeah, so, yeah. Damn, I'm happy. But I do. I want folks to be happy. You know, I want... I think everybody should have that opportunity of happiness in their lives. You know, I don't think it's too much to ask to be able to have a good quality of life. Like I said before, you don't need tons of money for it. I've never had tons of money, and I'm fine with it. You know, I could have lived in better places and stuff, but it's, you know, I've lived an interesting life, so I've always appreciated that. You know, even I'm looking at, you know, I mentioned I'm looking at moving. You know, I'm not too sure what my life is going to do in the next coming weeks or anything. But, you know, even if I end up, you know, leaving Montreal, then I'm going to find a nice and interesting place to go to next, and looking forward to that next chapter. You know, I know so many people get nervous about change. You know, uprooting their lives and moving is a traumatic thing for a lot of folks, and for me, it's just like Tuesday. It's not a big deal to me. You know, if things change and, like, I literally have a week to decide on, you know, getting everything organized and leaving, I can do that. Like, I understand the logistics of what I need to do for a big move. You know, when I moved to Montreal from Halifax, I didn't take a lot of time. Told my landlord I was leaving. I did. You know, packed up everything I could into my suitcases. Talked to a few friends that were going to be coming out to visit and asked if they could bring out some extra stuff for me, which they did. And then gave away a bunch of my extra stuff. Armor was living in Halifax at the time, and I had my PlayStation 3 that I bought that I didn't really need. I didn't play it. You know, it was an interesting thing to have, and he's like, yeah, I could use it, you know. And then I left stuff for my landlord because it was like, it's renting a room in a house. And I said, hey, you know, I've got this desk here, and I got a couple things in the kitchen. If you want them, fine. If not, we can throw them away. And he was, you know, he was happy enough with taking the stuff that I couldn't take with me. You know, and that's kind of how I travel. You know, you take what you can, do what you can with what you got, and on you go. You know, you don't have to make a big deal. It shouldn't be a big song and dance. You know, if it becomes too expensive to take everything I own, then I scale back, scale down, and move on. You know, start fresh when you get there. What's the big deal? Like I've mentioned before, things are not an important thing to me, and it's nice having things from time to time. I'm not going to say that I don't like having things. Things are good. You know, I like my tech, I like my gear, but if I couldn't have it, I would find a way to be okay. Everything here is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. you know, the only thing that I would make sure I had is this computer. You know, my setup for doing this stuff. That's my big thing. You know, make sure that I've got all that. And, yeah, my tech. I think my tech is the most thing. I could live without most everything else that I've got in my house. Like, my entire life. Like, all of my things that I've owned can be, you know, brought into a couple of suitcases, to be honest. Like, all my collectibles and stuff, I've scaled back. I had a bunch of it when I lived in Toronto. When I moved to Florida, you know, I brought a bunch of it down with me. I did lose some of it, but for the most part, everything that I've collected throughout my life has been mostly memories. Like, to be 100% honest, that's the majority of what my life is memories. And I'm good with that. Okay. We can craft stuff. Whoopee! Can I even get in here? Let's see if there's anything in here. Ta-da! Nah. So, yeah. We'll see what's going to go on. I'm not too sure. Like I said, should be getting back to work this next week. And so we'll see how that affects things on the channel. Be working from home, so, you know, my lunch break, make some food, make a recording. I think I could do that. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys Sunday in our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.